Mike Flynn,
Here.
Shane Sexton,
Here.
Stephanie Vanterpool, Steve Lloyd,
Here.
Tommy Farmer. I mean,
Here.
yes, Tommy Farmer. Yes, sorry, Tim Fournette, and Tim's not able to join us either. And Wayne Wyckoff.
Here.
All right, and yeah, Sam or JP, do you want to weigh in? It sounds like we have a quorum.
Agreed, and I'm sure you have it covered, but need to do a determination of necessity for
Okay,
the
yep, coming
virtual
up.
meeting.
Yes. Okay. Real quickly, are Commissioner Williams or Deputy Commissioner Matt Yancey on?
I looked a second ago, Mary. I didn't see either one of them, but I could have missed it.
Okay, awesome. And then I also want to introduce our legal counsel, Sam Buckley. Would you like to say hi?
And everyone.
And then JP Urban with the AG's office.
Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, JP and Sam.
All right, Steve, would you like to read this or me?
I would like for you to read it, Mary. I'm not sure I can read it well enough.
Okay, awesome. So emergency meeting necessity statement. The Opioid Abatement Council is holding this 100% virtual emergency meeting to expedite the planning and design of the community grant applications process to meet the expected tasks and activities. The OAC finds that these matters to be considered require timely action by the council, that physical presence by a quorum of the members is not practical within the period of the time requiring action, and that participation by a quorum of the members by electronic or other means of communication is necessary.
Thank you.
All right, so our only agenda item today is to present the Smart Simple revisions cost for approval, and this is for the community grants cycle 2, and we are requesting a motion and a vote. Can I go on and proceed, Steve, or do you want to say?
You want to? I know you've already done the legwork on this, Mary. Do you want to just summarize what this is about for people who may not understand what we're talking about?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So for community grants, we use the portal called Smart Simple, which is an off-the-shelf customizable application that is accessed through a web-based portal. And we use this application for the first cycle of community grants, and the Opioid Abatement Council office felt like it worked really well. And as I state right here, the portal was customized with no cost to the Opioid Abatement Council for cycle 1. STS and Smart Simple Strategic Technology Solutions, sorry, STS is the big IT department for the state of Tennessee. They said that there was always a charge for the Smart Simple application, but Edison, which is another component to STS, was covering the cost for the first year to launch this project. And again, Smart Simple was intended to be a one system for all agencies at the enterprise level. But since each agency has a unique process, it wasn't able to live up to that enterprise level. And like I said, the OAC office does recommend continuing the use of Smart Simple portal. If we were to pivot to another application, then we're talking between $500,000 to $1 million just to launch, buy a product or use a product and then get it customized to our needs.
Does anybody have any questions about that? I mean, those of you on the council, we went through this when we used Smart Simple to start with. Just basically a summary of kind of where we are and understanding that there is a cost to it, and which is what we're going to address now. So if I don't hear any questions, Mary, we can move on.
Awesome. So at the July 31st emergency meeting, the OAC voted to approve revisions to the community grant application. So what that means is the application and the portal, all of the ins and outs for the Smart Simple product for the first cycle, there are going to be some changes to that. So we're not just copy and pasting over to the next cycle. Also, the OAC office has identified a couple of operational revisions which allow for a more user-friendly interface. These were based on some feedback that we received from the proposers, just trying to navigate through the Smart Simple application, mainly around registration. We had a lot of questions around that. So we've worked with the Smart Simple staff to list out these revisions, and then they took those revisions and they have given us projected cost. So this includes configuration, internal testing, test plans, user acceptance testing support. Excuse me, coming up at 107 hours, but they did build in 22 contingency hours. So this may not be the total cost. This is just in case they need a little bit of extra time to work on the revisions. And so that's coming in at $21,285. And then STS, the Strategic Technology Solutions, they provide project management for these revisions and our work with Smart Simple, and they're estimating that to cost $3,000. So the total that I'm asking for approval from the Opioid Abatement Council to revise the Smart Simple portal for the Cycle 2 community grants is $24,285.
All right, thank you, Mary. And
Mhm.
so when Mary called me with this as we were working on it, as I always do, I was holding my breath for the bottom line number. And when Mary spit that bottom line number out, I could exhale. Not to bias anybody, but I guess I always have in my mind this scenario that's much worse. And so I thought this was incredibly reasonable. So does anybody have any questions about this? I know that I know that our folks have already talked to you, but I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to ask questions if need be. And then if nobody has one, we can certainly entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, Shane Sexton, I'll make a motion that we accept the proposed expense on this.
All right, we have a motion to accept from Judge Sexton. Do I have a second? I heard one. I'm sorry, I didn't know who it was.
Second, Wayne.
Is that Wayne? Okay, sorry, Wayne. I don't have you and your space headset on my screen, so I got a second from from Wayne Wyckoff. Is there any discussion? Okay, hearing none. Mary, if you would proceed with a roll call vote.
Yes. Armando Fontes,
Yes.
Ron Buck,
Yes.
Casey Cox,
Yes.
Sharm Allen, Clay Jackson,
Yes.
Karen Pershing, Ken Moore, Lisa Tipton, Mike Flynn,
Yes.
Shane Sexton.
Yeah.
Stephanie Vanterpool,
Yes.
Steve Lloyd,
Yes.
Tim Fournette, Tommy Farmer,
Yes.
Wayne Wyckoff.
Yes.
All right, so the motion carries. Thank you, guys. That's outstanding. We can move forward. I think that was our only order of business. Mary, would you like to
That's
remind everybody when the next councilman, and I'll give a chance for public comment, but can we remind everybody when our next in-person visit is?
Absolutely. Our next in-person council meeting is September 30th. We will be back in Franklin at the Franklin City Hall. The meeting starts at 12 o'clock and will go to 3 o'clock. The meeting information is located on the Opioid Abatement Council's website, and the meeting will also be live streamed. But in-person attendance is welcome, and there's a lot of seats at the Franklin City Hall, so we do enjoy that venue.
Yes, thanks, Mary. We do enjoy that menu, and we have a ringer there in one of our council members who happens to be the mayor, and that's always a good thing. And of course, I love getting to go there. We are under the rule of the Opens Meeting Act in the state of Tennessee, and as such, there is always time for public comment. I would tell the people who are wishing to make comment, Mary has the instructions on the screen. We do not answer questions. And we will try to limit our comments to around 2 minutes. I won't cut you off, but we'll start getting antsy. But we want to make sure that there's time for comments. So does anybody, Mary, I can't see the hands on this one, so I'll have to leave it up to you.
Yeah, so far I'm not seeing any hands raised. Staff, are y'all seeing any hands raised?
No.
All right. So with that said, we have reached the end of our agenda and our business for today. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Dr. Lloyd, real quick,
Yes.
just to cross our T's and dot our I's, could you take a vote on the determination of necessity to make sure it's approved?
And this,
I
I'm
think it was
sorry,
just
JP.
read in. I think the determination of necessity was just read in, but please vote on it.
Gotcha. So yeah, we can do that real quick. So I just need a motion that we're in agreement with the determination of necessity for a virtual rather than in-person visit. So I'll entertain a motion to validate that necessity.
Mr. Chairman, this is Clay Jackson. So moved.
Okay, I've got a motion to approve by Clay Jackson. Do I have a second?
Hi, thank you.
I'll second.
All right, got a second. Is there any discussion? All right, Mary, can we proceed with the roll call vote?
Yes. Armando Fontes,
Yes.
Brian Buck,
Yes.
Casey Cox,
Yes.
Sharm Allen, Clay Jackson,
Yes.
Karen Pershing, Ken Moore, Lisa Tipton, Mike Flynn,
Yes.
Shane Sexton.
Yeah.
Stephanie Vanterpool,
Yes.
Steve Lloyd,
Yes.
Tim Fournette, Tommy
Yeah.
Farmer,
Love it. Yeah. Make it serious.
Yes.
Wayne Wyckoff.
Yes.
Okay, so the motion carries, and thanks, JP. All right, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So
Make a motion.
moved.
All right, I think that was the good Tommy Farmer. So we have a motion by Tommy Farmer to adjourn. To have a second.
Second.
Okay, I heard a second. I'm not sure who it was. I'll let Mary sort that out. Any
I think I saw
discussion?
Casey light up.
Oh, Sheriff. All right, thanks, Sheriff. Hearing no discussion, Mary, if you would proceed with the roll call vote.
Armando Fontes. Brian Buck,
Yes.
Casey Cox,
Yes.
Sharm Allen, Clay Jackson,
Yes.
Karen Pershing, Ken Moore, Lisa Tipton, Mike Flynn,
Yes.
Shane Sexton.
Yeah.
Stephanie Vanterpool,
Yes.
Steve Lloyd,
Yes.
Tim Fournette, Tommy Farmer,
Yes.
Wayne Wyckoff.
Yes, and I think that Armando voted with his feet there.
Oh,
It can happen. So the motion carries, and note will be made that Armando voted with his feet. All right, so guys, we stand adjourned. We'll see everybody at our face-to-face meeting. And before I go real quick, JP, would you mind giving me a quick call? I promise you less than 2 minutes, brother.
Yep. Call you right now.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you all. Thanks for all
thank you
hard
guys
work. Have
so
a great
much.
weekend.
Much appreciated.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
weekend. Bye-bye.